everyone, and welcome to episode 27, Proverbs A Day Keeps the Enemy Away. And we are going to explore the word Proverbs chapter 27 verse 9. Oil and perfume make the heart glad, and the sweetness of a friend comes from his earnest counsel. I'm going to repeat the verse again. Proverbs chapter 27 verse 9. Oil and perfume make the heart glad, and the sweetness of a friend comes from his earnest counsel. We know that oil, yes, oil we know the perfume. In Bible, when we look in the Bible, we use oil for the anointment. If we want to anoint a king, we use oil. And we all know the next is the perfume. So why we use perfume? We use perfume for special occasions like when we go for a party or when we go for the office or something like that, we use perfume. And because why we use perfume? Because it has a beautiful fragrance. That's why we use perfume. And sometimes if we don't use perfume, what will happen? A stinking smells come from our body. So that's why we use perfume. Yes, the next is a flower. Yes, this is a flower. And this flower is also have a very good fragrance. So when I look at this flower, I remember a quote. The quote is, the fragrance of a flower spreads only in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all direction. See, once again, I say the quote, the fragrance of a flower spreads only in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all direction. Yes. So when we use perfume, what will happen? Wherever we go, wherever we move, the fragrance of the perfume spreads everywhere. Yes, if we don't use the perfume, what will happen? The stinking smells will come from our body, and what will happen? Our face will become very sad. Here in the Bible it says, when we use perfume, the perfume will make the heart glad. Yes. So when we use perfume, the fragrance of the perfume will go everywhere, and it makes the heart glad. It makes our heart glad, and because of fragrance of the perfume, everyone's heart will also be glad. So I want to say one thing, how we can become the fragrance, how we can spread the fragrance everywhere. Yes. See, here I said the quote, but the goodness of a person spreads in all direction. If a person is good, it spreads in all direction. How we can become good? Yes, when Christ Jesus comes in our life, we will become good. The character of Christ comes in our heart, comes in our life, we will become good. So children, do you know what is the character of Christ? So the character of Christ is humbleness, holiness, righteousness, purity, love, forgiveness, compassion, obedience and humility, kindness and submission. These are the character of Jesus. So when these character comes in our life, when these character is applied in our life, what will happen? We will start spreading the fragrance of Christ everywhere. Yes. As I said in the beginning, when we have perfume in our body, when we have perfume in our dress, what will happen? Wherever we go, the fragrance of the perfume will spread everywhere. If we want to spread the fragrance of Jesus, the character of Jesus must be in our life. When the character of Jesus comes in our life, we will start spreading the fragrance of Jesus everywhere, wherever we go. Yes. I want to say a story in the Bible. Yes, you may be knowing the story of Mary of Bethany. Yes, I want to say the story of Mary. Once the Mary of Bethany, along with her siblings Martha and Lazarus, she was a devoted follower of Jesus of Nazareth. On one occasion, Jesus, along with other invited guests, joined them in their home for a dinner party. After dinner, Mary did an astonishing thing. She brought some very expensive and precious oil and poured it out on Jesus' feet, while some rebuked her for not selling it and giving the money to the poor. Jesus blessed her for this extravagant act of worship. Then John, who was sitting at the table with them, recorded, "The whole house was filled with the fragrance of the oil." Mary's gift became a blessing to everyone in the home that night who got caught up in its sweet fragrance. A life fully devoted to the Lord will have a lingering effect on his own sweet fragrance. Here, what happened? Mary devoted her life completely to the Lord. And what happened? After that, she started spreading the fragrance of Christ everywhere, wherever she went. Yes. So, children, I want to say one thing. When the character of Christ comes in our life, we will also start spreading the fragrance everywhere, spreading the fragrance of Jesus everywhere. So, I want to repeat the words once again. Proverbs chapter 27 verse 9. The oil and perfume make the heart glad. So how the perfume makes the heart glad? The fragrance, the character of Jesus comes in our life. We will start spreading the fragrance everywhere, and that will make the heart glad of everyone. So God bless you all, children. May you become the fragrance of Christ. God bless you.
Proverbs 27. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. Let another praise you and not your own mouth, a stranger and not your own lips. A stone is heavy and sand is weighty, but fool's provocation is heavier than both. Wrath is cruel, anger is overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? Better is open rebuke than hidden love. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, profuse are the kisses of an enemy. One who is full loathes honey, but one who is hungry, everything bitter is sweet.
Like a bird that wanders from its nest is a man who wanders from his place. Ointment and perfume delight the heart, and the sweetness of a man's friend gives delight by hearty counsel. Do not forsake your own friend or your father's friend, nor go to your brother's house in the day of your calamity. Better is a neighbor nearby than a brother far away. My son, be wise and make my heart glad, that I may answer him who reproaches me. A prudent man foresees evil and hides himself. The simple pass on and are punished. Take the garment of him who is surety for a stranger, and hold it in pledge when he is surety for a seductress. He who blesses his friend with a loud voice, rising early in the morning, it will be counted a curse to him.
A continual dripping on a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike. Whoever restrains her restrains the wind and gaps the oil with his right hand. As iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend. Whoever keeps the fig tree will eat its fruit, so he who waits on his master will be honored. As in water reveals face, so a man's heart reveals man. Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied. The refining pot is for silver and the furnace for gold, and a man is valued by others say of him.
Though you grind a flour in a mortar, so a pestle along with a crushed grain, yet his foolishness will not depart from him. Be diligent to know the state of your flocks and to attend your herds, for riches are not forever, nor does crown endure to all generation. When the hay is removed and tender grass shows itself, and herbs of the mountains are gathered in, lambs will provide your clothing, and goats the price of a field. You shall have enough goats, milk for your food, and food for your household, and nourishment of your maidservants. Thank you.